You know the second leading cause of death is doctors? Right after cancer, it's doctors. I'm not saying that if I broke my leg and I'm squirting blood that I want like a medicine man to sew me up. My point is that doctors, like right after cancer, who's killing the most people? Doctors are killing the most people. We have a cult of academia going on in America, and we're all a bunch of, and in Europe too, really. Because we need paperwork. You know, it's like we have no proof of anything other than paperwork. You know, paperwork is for dogs. Which would I rather be operated on? A guy from a third world country with no medical degree that's been practicing medicine for 40 years, or some half-drunken asshole with a degree as a doctor that just got out of med school. I'll take the guy that's actually been, cutting people open for 40 years. Certain things, of course, require things to be beaten into people's heads so that they can be competent. You don't want to go to Tijuana like some of these rich people, which is amazing. They'll go to Tijuana and get like a cut rate facelift, and they're injecting all sorts of weird crap in their bodies that end up destroying. There's a good example of why, we need to go to licensed doctors. However, kill more people than the third leading cause. So cancer and doctors. We have a nation of morons, and it's not just the United States, Canada, and other places. Two of the most evil words, too, by the way, are peer-reviewed. Anytime someone says peer-reviewed, what they are saying, anytime and every time I hear the words peer-reviewed, the immediate, very first thing that comes into my head is that person has just called themselves a goddamn moron. When peer-reviewed comes out of someone's mouth, they're saying, I'm a fucking idiot. If they even knew what the words peer-reviewed meant, they should cane themselves. How do you cane yourself? You could do it. What are those flatulation machines? Devices are not machines that had little metal hooks on them. People would beat themselves in the back with them during the Black Plague. Some of these holy lunatics that would travel around Europe until their back was just bleeding all the time. They just sit there flailing. We got a nation of morons. Every woman and man, it's our child, we're saving up for him to go to college. My question is, why the fuck do you want them to go to college? Why? If you have a half a brain and you're not a drunken, stoner, loser, douchebag, in other words, if you're not a drunken dumbass, if you can make a hardcore good living as a painter, a plumber, an electrician, I tell you what, the most valuable thing in the world is a reliable, competent, non-drunken, honest plumber. You could be an illiterate dumbass, but if you have, a snake, which is a snake is what, $200 to buy a drain snake, and you're honest and reliable. You'll make a crap. It'll be a dirty job, but you'll make a lot of money. A lot. Hey, there's a competent plumber that I could rely on that isn't going to screw me over. You know what that means? Are all these idiots out there that are flipping burgers, hey, where did you go to school? I was I got a PhD in English literature from Oxford. Jesus Christ. If you want to become a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, go to college. College is nothing other than an indoctrination center where people, young, stupid dumbasses, get their skulls opened up and crap tossed in. Brainwash propaganda bullcrap. They're like little precious snowflakes, little fragile butterflies. I don't want to hear what you're saying. La 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 la. I'm going to find a safe space. They were recently polled. The most recent college freshman college puke actually believes in censorship. Something like 65 to 35%. In other words, 65% of college pukes think that the First Amendment of freedom of speech shouldn't apply. It's what the hell is going on? Yeah, I know actually what's gone wrong with this stupid country. You know, these stupid college pukes. I mean, they live in an echo chamber listening to their own crap. I went to college, many years in college, University of Kentucky, Southeast Center of Photographic Studies. However, the photography school was rather radically different. You got a bunch of dumbasses getting drunk. They're crunching for tests at the last minute. They don't learn a damn thing. They're not taught how to think. These are the same fucking... There is nothing more dangerous than a goddamn college graduate who is nothing more than a brainwashed asshole. These are the people that fucking lose their mind when I call Einstein an idiot and a moron. How could you say that, you fat tat... Excuse me. Nikola Tesla himself was the one that said Einstein was an idiot. Are you smarter than Nikola Tesla? These people are brainwashed to believe shit. It's like, go memorize pages 200 through 500. We're going to have... This is what college and elementary school and high school and junior high school are. Go read this crap, memorize it, and then we're going to have a multiple guess test on the answers. That's not education. Let me point you to the last time someone got a really good education. If you're a rich bastard in 15th, 16th century, even earlier, even later, and you wanted the best education for your child, they went to a teacher that like drilled in Plato's works, Aristotle. They taught critical thinking. You know, I don't want to quote a religious text here, but it's so very applicable. There's a saying, it's like you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach him how to fish and feed them for a lifetime, right? When you teach someone how to think and reason and critically analyze things, they don't have to memorize really much of anything. When you give someone the ability to reason and use logic, I mean, holy shit. That's worth far more than its weight in gold. Far more. Far more important than any college education any of these pseudo-intellectual, knuckle-dragging, subhuman asshats have. I got a college degree. Great. That doesn't mean jack shit. All that means is that you passed a bunch of tests, you kissed your professor's assholes, you know, you crunched for a test in the middle of the night while you were half drunk, because that's what college is about, is partying and getting drunk. Doesn't mean you know shit. Your degree is worth shit. I will point to the degree of Plato, to the degree of Aristotle, William Shakespeare, on and on and on. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. I don't think he ever went to college. You know, you either got it or you don't. That piece of paper doesn't mean shit. We have a bunch of indoctrinated assholes that can't think for themselves. They're all emotional. They have no logical reasoning skills whatsoever. None. Education, the very word education makes me want to stick my finger down my throat and puke my guts up all over this table. Those people are assholes. Safe spaces, special snowflakes. They don't believe in free speech. It's like, I like what you say, only if you say what I believe in. You know, really? So you're not really a truth seeker. The amazing thing that actually defines, and this has nothing to do with liberals versus conservative, nothing. Because they're polarized opposite groups of people. Or emotions, they work off of emotions rather than logic, is that they're not truth seekers. You know? When you say you want to live in a safe little bubble, that means that subconsciously you know the shit that you believe in is so weak that it can't even withstand the slightest sling or arrow of truth. La 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 la, don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it, ha la 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 la. That's what people are like these days. Bunch of dumbasses. This is what people are paying a fortune. A goddamn fortune to go to college to learn. You know? Brainwashed. You know, they're saying, they said, those who can't teach. Oh, God, that's so true. Hey, I'm going to go off to college. By college, I mean indoctrination camp. I'm going to get brainwashed. I'm going to told to memorize shit. I don't have to understand anything. I just have to pass tests. I'm going to end up with a college degree. That degree doesn't mean shit. I mean, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't confirm that someone is intelligent. It doesn't confirm that they're a truth seeker. It doesn't confirm that they have any critical, logical thinking apparatus in place in their mind at all. You even mentioned the word dialectic thought or discussion or debate. Like, what the hell is dialectics? He's like, you got a college degree and you don't know what dialectics is? We need to go back and find out who the person was that gave you that degree and beat the shit out of them. Not literally. That is why I am 100% confirmed that this world is F-U-C-T. Let me repeat that word. F-U-C-T. Yeah, that's not exactly how you spell it, but you get my drift, right? F-U-C-K-E-T. Foobard. We have a bunch of brain-dead assholes with no ability for critical reasoning, thought, dialectic thinking. They are not, in any way, shape, or form, truth seekers. They're not. College does not spit out truth seekers, and it doesn't spit out people that have critical reasoning skills. It's like, hi, I went to college for 4 years. Okay, so you're an asshole that read stuff, memorized it, and then used that shit to pass multiple guest tests, and then after all the money you gave to get a not education, but an indoctrination, you now have a piece of paper you wave in everybody's face that proves that you're smart. Doesn't mean you're smart at anything. It proves that you're just a goddamn fucking parrot that memorized a bunch of shit. You don't know how to put two and two together. You can't explain anything. You didn't learn anything. You were indoctrinated. You memorized shit, you then regurgitated shit, and then you got a piece of paper that you spent a lot of money for. You could have, if you were really interested in being a truth seeker, spent like $1, usually they're free, for a library card, and then like spent half as much time hanging out in the library, studying works of ancient masters like Plato, Plotinus, some of these people that will teach you how to think. Because when you have that ability, you can plow over the skulls of everybody else, figuratively speaking. It's when you have the ability to engage in dialectic and critical thought, and you can discern BS from... That's just like climbing in a gigantic bulldozer and just piling over a mountain of dumbasses. You're just like, don't even have to hit the horn. It just rolls right over top of everybody. Everybody. That is what a real education is. Education and learning. This isn't even to talk about wisdom. We're not even talking about wisdom right now. We're talking about episteme, empirical knowledge. That has nothing to do with getting a degree or passing tests. I got all straight A's. Oh, you're a good little boy, Johnny. You memorized a lot of shit. I'm so proud of you. Now you can regurgitate all that meaningless shit that you have no idea what the hell it means. I got straight A's in college and high school. Good. You're an awesome little parrot. Can you explain any of that crap that you apparently... No, I don't know. I just memorized it and passed the test. I've kind of forgotten all of it. I'm studying to be a lawyer. Great. Didn't you take 6 classes in advanced algebra? Yeah, I did. You're going to use that shit as a lawyer? No, I'm not. So why did you have to... that was a requirement for my degree. Have you memorized any of that stuff? Do you remember any of that shit that you learned in advanced algebra? No. Totally useless shit. I never use that crap in my daily life. Oh, okay. So you're saying you spent a lot of money taking classes that have nothing to do with being a fucking lawyer. And since you never used that shit, you've forgotten all that shit, and all that time was spent wasted. Yeah, it's pretty much true. Good, you're a fucking idiot. Thank you for watching. That is my conclusion on modern education. If you like this video and drop me a buck or two, tell me to jump off a cliff, whatever makes you happy. Lux e veritas. Right.